Hey, what's up, John? It's your boy. I'm tired, man. It's Tuesday, but I had an awesome weekend. Went up to the Dallas area. Went to Retropalooza. I don't know, 8 or 9. I think it's 9. I don't know how to read Roman numerals, so I can't tell you which one it was. But it's a Retropalooza. It's a video game and retro convention in Arlington, Texas. It's right by the Cowboys Stadium and where I think where the Rangers play. And there's a Six Flags up there in Arlington, and they had a convention center right there. And I went up there this weekend. This was my second time after Retropalooza Houston selling at a convention. So I decided to go ahead and get another booth and give it another shot. And I had an awesome weekend selling. Got some insane trades, picked up some crazy stuff. Had a really good time. My buddy AC, who owns a game store in Houston called Rare and Classic, he rode up with me and stayed with me for the weekend, and he helped me out a lot with everything. So it was really fun hanging out with him. He's about to open up his second store. He was actually going to sell, and he had a whole bunch of rare stuff to bring, and he sold it all on Friday before, was it Friday? No, Thursday night before we left. So he actually sold everything that he was planning on bringing, but that's good. And anyways, good for him. Less work to do at the convention, and he got to enjoy it. So yeah, so we drove up on Friday and loaded in. I think we got there a little bit after 5 or between 5 and 6. Loaded in, we set up. The cool thing is they do VIPs, so people can get a VIP pass and they can get in on Friday and they can kind of scoop the deals, and that's what happened. I sold some stuff on Friday, some complete in box, like the really good stuff. I sold some of that, and I had a complete Nintendo Power Collection. I think it was like issue 1 through 50 or 1 through 75 that I was selling, and I also sold that on Friday. So um, there was a Friday is crazy because the convention hasn't even started, but you actually pretty much can pay for your trip and your booth on Friday if you're there to sell on Friday while you're setting up. So yeah, Friday got all loaded in, got set up, and then it was pretty cool. Then I think we just grabbed some pizzas and went back to the hotel. And then the hotel was really nice. It was like the Sheraton in Arlington. And next time, man, bring my swim stuff because they have like a hot tub and this pool that looks like a beach. It's almost like a resort, or it is a resort, really. And so we were just hanging out by the pool with a bunch of homies. Greg, who owns Game Bros in LaPorte, LaPorte, Texas, which is down by us. We were hanging out with Greg and our buddy Mike from Tampa, who he was selling again. He has some really crazy, he calls it spicy games. He's got a lot of spicy stuff, some sealed, complete in box, graded things, stuff like that. So Mike was there. We were hanging out with him. Bunch of people. Dodongo from Game Chasers, he was there. And we had a good time hanging out with everybody. It was really funny. I got to meet the Kostarskis, Aaron and Laurel and his brother, and that was cool. That was my first time meeting them. So it was cool hanging out with everybody on Friday night. And actually the craziest thing on Friday, our buddy Doug, he owns Retro City Games in Las Vegas. They have 2 stores in Las Vegas, and he always goes to Retropalooza, and our buddy Kingsley was setting up his table, and Doug bought him out on Friday. But so before the convention even started, Doug bought his whole table out, and Kingsley has a lot of cool Sega stuff, complete in box. I didn't even really get to see what all he had because he sold it before the convention even started. So that was really cool. Saturday, got up early and got in there. The VIP thing on Saturday was kind of weird because they opened up an hour early for VIPs, but everybody had already kind of been in there on Friday for the most part. So it was really quiet for the whole first hour from like 9 to 10. I sold some consoles and stuff early, but then at 10 it started, and it started kicking in, and around noon it got really busy. There was a lot more vendors at Retropalooza in Arlington, a lot more people selling games. And it was there was a lot of people there. I think Retropalooza Houston seemed a little crazier, but I think there was less. It was less spread out, so it just seemed busier. But there was a lot of people at Retropalooza this year. So Saturday was cool. I did a lot of good sales, and I got some really good trades and stuff on Saturday. The sales were great. And then at the end of Saturday, I was going over to check out Greg from Game Bros, and he had sold a lot. He brought stuff to just sell, and he only had a little bit left on his table, and he's like, hey, you know, I'm selling my whole table. And I was checking it out, and he had some really cool stuff. He had a Sega CDX complete in box, which I never see. He had the Sega CD Model 2, the Sewer Shark combo, complete in box, and a lot of 3DO games. He had some Sega CD games and stuff like that on his table. So me and him, after what I sold on Saturday, and honestly, I was like, I don't really have enough to sell on Sunday. And Greg was trying to sell his whole table out so he didn't have to work Sunday. And we were able to work out a deal. So I ended up buying Greg's table. So I'm like a mini Doug buying tables. So I bought Greg's table on Saturday, and then took all this stuff over to my table. So I kind of restocked my table. Saturday was awesome. We went and hung out with Sega Steve. He's a dude from Houston, and I've seen him before. I've met him at game stores before, but I've never really hung out with him. We went and had dinner with him, and it was really cool talking to Sega Steve. He's been around, and was around for a lot of. He used to work for Sony, and he had a lot of cool stories. And so yeah, we had a good time hanging out with Sega Steve, and then there was this party with all the guests at this arcade place. We went over there, but our friend that was with us didn't have his ID, and it was 21 and up, so we're just like, whatever. So we ended up going back to the hotel, back to the pool, and just hanging out by the pool, which is a lot cheaper anyways, and it was a lot more fun. You know, because we just got to hang out with everybody on Saturday night. And then Sunday was cool. I did pretty good on Sunday as well. And then sold some more stuff, and then but I was like looking at the drive home, so I went and talked to Doug from Retro City, and I was like, hey, you know, here's the stuff I want to take home. I want to take home some of my complete in box stuff, but if you want to take a look at everything else. And we were able to work out a deal, so he bought the rest of my table out around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, so I was able to go home a little early because we had to drive all the way back to Houston. So it's kind of crazy. It's like I bought a table, then I sold my table, because I didn't want to sit on a bunch of stuff for a while, because the next convention that I'll probably go to will probably end up being Retropalooza Houston. And then I made some trades, some trades and stuff at the end, which we'll get into. So now I'll talk about pickups, or what I still have, what I kept. I told you I had a CDX. I sold the CDX. I sold the Sega CD Model 2. So I had a CDX for like 24 hours, but I don't have one anymore, but that's okay. So yeah, here's some of the pickups I got. I'll just kind of go by console, I guess. Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land for the Game Boy. Super nice, complete in box copy. This is what I needed, because I have Super Mario Land and Super Mario Land 2, but I don't have Wario Land, which is, you know, which I consider Super Mario Land 3, because that's what it says on it. So now I have the trilogy for my collection, for my Mario focus, complete in box. So I picked that up. Then I picked up this from Retro Rick. Retro Rick was there. He had an awesome table. I don't know if it's his or his friends, but he was selling these for really cheap. And it's just a complete in box copy. It's not the most minty, but it's pretty nice. And I'm really trying to get, actually I completed this set of getting all the launch titles for the Game Boy complete in box, because I got the Game Boy at launch, and I had baseball that first Christmas with the Game Boy, so I wanted to get that one. Another one from the launch set is Tennis. So I picked up a really super clean early copy of Tennis, complete in box. So not the, like, you know, most spiciest game, but like I said, I'm trying to go for that full set. Now I have it. It's baseball, tennis, alleyway, Tetris, and Super Mario Land. Those are the 5 launch titles for the Game Boy. So now I have them all complete in box. Then I did a trade. There was a kid there. Oh man, I guess, I don't know, kid, whatever. He had a Kirby Focus that he was working on, and he was trading away some doubles and stuff like that. And so we worked a trade for a Game Boy, and I got some really cool Kirby games complete in box. So got a Kirby Star Stacker complete in box, and this is a really cool puzzle game, and you know I love puzzles, so puzzle games. So picked that up. Then Kirby Tilt and Tumble. This is a really cool game for Game Boy Color. It has a pink cartridge, and it has a built-in tilt controls. It's a really neat game. If you've never seen it in the wild, that's what the cartridge looks like. But yeah, so we picked up Kirby Tilt and Tumble, and then another one I'm super excited about is Kirby's Dream Land with the white Kirby, of course. So I love this. I love this first Kirby game on the Game Boy, and you know I love Game Boy games. That's why I let off with it. So we'll go from Game Boy, we'll go to NES. All these I didn't buy. I got sorry, I got these on trade. So we got a friend, John Houston. He actually lives like right up the road in Arlington. He's going for a complete Super Nintendo set in the box. So I had Lethal Enforcers in the big box. It was the manual and the gun. It was missing the insert. Those inserts are really crumbly, hard to find. So he wanted that, and he's like, would you take a trade? I'm like, yeah. Sorry. And he said, I'll just bring in some NES heavy hitters. And it's really funny because almost everything he bought me is not a double anymore, because I brought NES stuff to sell. Like, I'll just sell loose NES because they come and go, right? Popular titles come and go. So he brought me five games, and the 5 games that he bought me are 5 that I sold at the convention. So it's funny. So like my collection stayed the same. I just sold some and traded back for it. So I got Simon's Quest, Contra, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, super clean, Castlevania, super clean as well, and a super clean copy of Legend of Zelda. So that was really cool. I put it in a protector just because, whatever. I had an extra protector. Another trade I got, I don't remember what all I got on trade because half the stuff he traded me sold, but one thing I kept was this Double Dragon 3, which I didn't have in my collection. I have 1 and 2, so now I got 3, so I was really excited to get that. And then next to me, whenever you're at a convention, you have your neighbors that have booths next to you or around you, and you end up making friends with them. The guys next to me were called Game Corner, and they're from Corinth, Mississippi, which is kind of up in North Mississippi, closer to Memphis. And they're actually, their owner is one of the guys that puts on Siege, the Southeast Game Exchange Expo, or Southeast Game Expo, whatever it's called. I don't know if it's called Siege, which is an awesome convention that I've seen a lot of videos from, and I want to try to go one year. Maybe I'll go next year. But yeah, I was next to them, and they had some really cool stuff. And one of the things they had in their case was Dirty Harry complete in box, and it's a rental copy, so you can see it's got the number on there. It's the rental number. And so I love R-rated games on the NES, like Dirty Harry, Die Hard, Aliens. I just think they're hilarious because to me the NES was really like a kid's system, and then people took these R-rated movies and made games for them. And I literally think they were for rental stores. Like, rental stores just bought these just so they could have them. And I don't think people bought a lot of these games, but they did rent them. So got that. Only picked up 1 Super Nintendo game, and it was Star Fox, complete in box. This guy was trading games actually to the other guy next to me. His booth was called Happier Times Gaming. They're from Austin, Texas, and he actually owns a car stereo audio shop in Austin, and in his front room he just has like a retro hangout space with games, and it kind of turned into a game store. So check that guy out in Austin, Happier Times Gaming. But this guy was trying to trade him for some N64 stuff, and I saw it, and then they ended up taking this trade, and I was like, hey, I'll buy this off you. It's just something I'm looking for. A clean copy of Star Fox, one of my favorite games. One of the games I had growing up on the Super Nintendo. So I always like the nostalgia stuff. So I bought it off the guy, and he was really fair, really cool about it. The only other game stuff I got, this came in on trade, and I don't even have a 64 right now, but I have this Quake 2 property of Blockbuster, which I love. I love this, and it's actually, is that a sticker? I can't tell. I think it is. It is a sticker, but it's like a special N64 size sticker that they put on their game. So I love rental stuff, so I thought this was cool. It came in on a trade with some other games that I sold. And then I got Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch. This was in that pile of stuff that I got from Greg from Game Bros. That's a game I don't have. I wanted to play it. So that was it. So that was it kind of for games. I got some other game stuff. There was a guy that they make arcades. They're actually out of Houston. If you're in Houston and you ever go to Player One, they have those arcade machines in the back, the multi-arcade main machines, I guess. And the guys that make those, they have an awesome printer, and they make these awesome stickers. So they look super sharp, like high-quality vinyl stickers. So I picked up some stickers from them. I got this Earthbound sticker. I love that. I got Final Fight, one of my favorite arcade games. All these are my favorite arcade games. Miss Pac-Man, super nice Miss Pac-Man sticker. I got a Centipede. And then Dig Dug. This sticker is just awesome. It's all cut out too. I'll try to think what I'm going to put on it. Of course, Donkey Kong. I love this artwork. And then get the burger guy from Burger Time, the chef from Burger Time. So got those stickers. And then before I go into toy stuff, some other retro stuff. So my retro life, Tyler, he's a guy from Houston. He actually lives like really close to me in AC in his shop. I'm in the Cypress area, but it's like northwest Houston. So Tyler had his booth, and he decided to print out these pictures from the videos. The cool thing, if you ever check out his channel, My Retro Life, he talks about games, but he also has tons of video footage from when he was a kid. And so he did these little prints and framed them. So I picked up a couple of these for the game room. I'm just going to put them up. This one's just, got the NES controllers, and I thought that one looked really cool. And then I love this one. This is a little Christmas video. So you got the Christmas tree, but you got the NES action set, Operation, Mousetrap. I totally remember getting Mousetrap for Christmas. The Ghostbusters, I believe that's the Ghostbusters for the NES, and a real Ghostbusters action figure. So really awesome little framed artwork. So I just figured I'd grab those from Tyler, put them up in the game room. Oh, one more game related thing is the giant Link to the Past. I remember when these came out and they were at GameStop, and I was like, yeah, I hate going to GameStop. So I was like, I'm going to find one of these one day. And I pretty much got this for free. So, and it does have a small t-shirt, so I might give this to one of my kids. But I just like the cartridge. I'm probably going to open it and then hang it on the wall. I just thought these were so cool when they came out. Alright. So then getting into toy stuff. So the cool thing about Retropalooza was it was very much retro focused. So there was a lot of retro toys, retro books, VHS, vinyl, cassette tapes. Like, it seemed more like Houston was just strictly games and a little bit of like, art and things like that. This was like more of a retro show. There was more retro toys. So I really liked that. So one of the things I picked up, there was a guy across from me. He had a booth across from me, and they were from Colorado Springs, and he was selling his entire collection, and it was insane. He had some really amazing stuff video game wise. I actually picked up some of those Game Boy games from him, like Wario Land. But yeah, anyways, he was selling his own collection, own personal collection. So one of the things I got from him was this Optimus Prime, the original Hasbro Optimus Prime, and it's a really nice. I mean, it's not super mint. It's definitely got played with a little bit of stickers peeling and stuff like that, but it's complete. It has both the fists. You know, these are always lost. The fists pop out. Has the gun. So I was really excited to get that complete Optimus Prime. And then it also came with the trailer, and the trailer is also complete. It's got all the accessories. It might be missing like one or two of the missiles, but yeah, I mean, this is super cool. It's got a whoa, all right, taking a run, but yeah, so I was really excited to pick up a nice Optimus Prime, so that was cool. And then I also got from him, hold on, I gotta shuffle things around here. I got this blaster, which is right here. So he's really cool. I believe he's missing his gun, and I don't know if, I think this tape deck opens up, but it's not opening up, so I have to try to fix this, but he still looks really cool. I remember having this one as a kid, and super cool to get a blaster. He turns into the tape deck, of course. And then another guy that I worked a trade for, because I had brought some old Star Wars stuff to sell. They just really, I have a awesome Star Wars toy collection. I'll make a video about it sometime. But it didn't really just fit in my collection, like physically. It was just weird, random Star Wars stuff. So I traded him some of that, and I got this sick Soundwave Decepticon. So really cool Soundwave, and he's got his cannon, and it also came with the two micro cassettes. This one is Ravage, the one that turns into a Panther, I guess, and it's got both of the little rocket blasters on the side. So these are turned into little micro cassettes, and then Laserbeak, and there's Laserbeak with his little wings and rockets complete. So really excited to get that in a trade. And then I picked up some other. I'm kind of into Transformers right now, so bear with me. There's some. So I got this guy. This is Galvatron. This is just a sick looking. Turns into a tank, but he's in his. We call it guy mode around here, but yeah, he's here in guy mode. And then I also got this really cool Scorponok, the Scorpion, but he just looks insane. So you know, these are cool, just like used toys, but pretty almost complete. I mean, he may be missing a couple things, but yeah, he looks really cool. So I was happy to pick those up. Those were like my big toy pickups. There's some more toy pickups that I bought, but they're going to be for Christmas presents for my kid. So I'm not going to do a video on him, because in case he sees the video. But yeah, I have those already hidden away. But yeah, I had a great time hanging out. Lots of cool games. Really good time in Arlington. Next time I go, I'm gonna bring my swimsuit. Definitely stay at the hotel if you can. I might even stay at the hotel in Pasadena next time when they come to Retropalooza Houston, because it was just so much fun hanging out with everybody and being right there and not having to drive after. You know, you can just walk home. I didn't get to go to any panels because I was selling. I keep saying I'm not gonna sell. I'm not gonna get a booth, but you know, I did sell pretty good stuff, a lot of stuff. I sold both my CRTs, so I'm on the hunt now for another CRT. I sold my Commodore CRT, and but I know, like, I'll find another one, or I'll find something else that I like. So it's no big deal. You don't have to hang on to stuff. Just if you want a good collection, start selling, because that's how you get really good stuff, is by selling. Because you can always find this stuff again. Nothing's really rare. You name it, the rarest thing in gaming, I've seen it. My buddy Mike sold his Star Fox Competition Weekend Super Nintendo cart. You know, the stuff's around. It's out there. Last Retropalooza, I saw Little Samson. Uh, pretty much everything. I haven't seen a world champion cart or stadium events in a while, but those are out there too. So don't worry about it. There's nothing that you need to. Nothing's really one of a kind. These are all mass-produced stuff. So just sell stuff, trade, meet friends, meet new people, have a good time. I had a blast at Retropalooza. I got to hang out and talk to some of the guests. NES Complex was there. That guy's super genuine as he seems on the video. He is in real life. Also Mr. Rightway, me and him always hang out. He always grabs something from me every time I see him. And of course Zap Crystal was there. The cosplay was awesome. Dearest Abby was there, dressed up like Elvira on Saturday. That was really cool. I forget the girl's name, but somebody dressed up like Jay from Game Chasers, and it was like really funny. I'm sure y'all will see the videos in somebody else's thing. Of course, John Riggs was there again. Pixel Dan was there. There was a lot of really cool guests. Probably my favorite though was the Kosharskis were there, and so that was really cool. Like they're so funny, and hanging out with them, and they brought some awesome stuff too, and sold some really cool stuff at the convention. So I had a really good time. I'm looking forward to Houston. I think the day got moved up. It's going to be in May 28th and 29th, I believe, right at the end of school year. So it got moved up this year, so it won't interfere with whatever the one in Austin is. Is it Classic Game Fest? So yeah, Retropalooza Houston's coming up. I can't wait. I had a great time hanging out with everybody. And I hope if you saw me, you said what's up. But yeah, that's all I got, man. So anyways, till the next time, all right? Peace out.